revelation through conversation.
Warning, 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 warning. This is a Mercy broadcast. Code red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Broadcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. 241. We're getting up there, people. We're getting up there.
We're real close to
We're
that.
getting closer to that number. Around 300.
300. It's on the way. It's within sight. But yeah, we're live on Ochelli.com this Friday night, as we always are. Uncle the Podcast. We have some guests. We also are taking calls if you want to call in. 319-527-5016. Always a call-in number. But Uncle, what do we have in store here tonight? What's happening?
We have the poet is on the line.
Yeah.
Well, hey there, poet. What's been happening with you?
Sef the Poet.
Sef the Poet.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I've been great. I've been great. It's been a while. I'm excited. I'm excited to be on the show. It's been a while. I've just been out, sharing positivity. Positivity, man. Just trying to let people know how to be a better version of themselves. That's what Sef the Poet does.
From this man.
Very good. Yeah. Uncle, what are we going to learn something tonight?
You're going to learn something from this man. Man knows what he's talking about. I like this fella.
Okay. I can't wait to learn.
Well, he's there working with you.
Seth and I are co-workers.
I know. That's why
friends.
I say that. Why I should teach you some.
And then
some nice things.
Seth, why don't you just remind the audience, maybe because we might have new listeners too, why don't you remind everybody or also introduce yourself to the audience? Yeah. Who is Sef the Poet?
Yeah.
Sef the Poet. Sef the Poet is, first of all, Sef the Poet is a lover of God, lover of Christ. Mm. Sef the Poet is someone that shares positivity in a world that sometimes can have negativity. So I try to share a lot of positivity and encourage others. That's who Sef the Poet is. He's a poet and he's a rapper. So he's a little bit of both.
That's right.
And he's just an encourager. Someone who tries to just lift up others. I'm a guy that wants to see others do better. So when others do better, that brings me joy. And that's who Sef the Poet is. That's every ounce of Sef is just making others be a better version of themselves. Kind of like the Mamba mentality. That's Sef the Poet right there in a nutshell.
What'd you say to that, Uncle?
That's very nice. I hope you're learning something from this man.
I'm taking notes the entire show.
You better be learning something to this man. He knows what he's talking about.
I've noticed that, yes. But we have a second
second caller on this line.
I'm thinking we should probably go to it.
Who is this person and what's your name and where you from? Hold on there, boy. I'll be back with you.
Hello, second caller.
Second caller.
Caller, you're on Uncle the Podcast. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
You're on. Come on, will you? I'm waiting.
Well, it's
who is this person?
Wait
a minute now. Who is this person?
Hold on. We got it, Uncle.
Second.
It's just momentarily. So it's probably the phone lines. The phone lines can be a bit tricky.
Caller from Jersey.
Oh, your hometown.
Hello, I'm calling from Jersey. Well, Sef the Poet's daughter. Are you guys talking to me?
Yes, we are. Hello.
You're on.
Great to meet you.
Oh, we got a lady on the line. This first one, man.
Hello, guys.
Howdy.
Hello.
Who am I speaking to?
It
really
is
nice.
It is good to have a woman on the line because we get a lot of men calling in, so it's just something different.
I know. This is what I'm enjoying myself when I hear a lady on the line.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. So thank you for calling in.
And not just a lady, Uncle. I don't know if you heard.
Easy. Oh, that's my daughter.
Not just
Oh, wait a minute. Who is this other person on the line? I'm talking to the people on the line, everybody. What are you laughing at, Mr. Sidekick? I'm talking to the people.
Okay, that was Seth telling you that's his daughter.
Oh.
There you go. So double poet.
Double poet. I didn't know who I was.
Yeah, one from each side.
You're catching me by surprise here. This is a surprise party, I suppose.
One from Jersey and one from Cali. So each side of the continental U.S. here, double barrel poets, and Seth's daughter to boot. So there you go. Can't get any better than that. Although there is another caller trying to reach us now, but why don't you talk to Sef the Poet's daughter for a minute? Because I think she's
okay. What's up with you there, young one?
Hi.
Yeah. Hello.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. What's your name?
Yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Siani.
Siani.
Okay. Great to have you on the show, Siani.
Yeah.
She's a college student.
She's a pilot student?
Going to school. Very good.
Oh, man.
Yes, I go to Rutgers. I'm a biology major, and I'm in my 3rd year.
Oh.
That's a good school. Rutgers is a good school.
Rutgers is a good school. They got some decent football team, too.
They do. They have. Yeah. They always have. They historically have a very good team. Yeah.
Well.
All right. Well, Siani, is it okay if we go to a 3rd caller at the moment?
Yeah.
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, we're going to...
The call from Iowa dropped. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
Oh, yeah, dropped. Oh, man.
If anybody does want to call, they may. It's 319-527-5016. You can also use Skype. Send a message to Chuck Charles.Ocelli on Skype, or 319-527-5016. So,
is Chuck on the line?
Oh, yeah, he's online.
Yes, sir.
He's the producer.
Chuck, how you doing?
All right. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm ready for that rematch.
Oh.
That thing had the program. He wanted to do that thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
spoken word battle, Uncle. Spoken word battle.
He wanted to play it again.
Yeah. We could do another. Yeah, I mean that was a lot of fun. So I'm sure.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I enjoyed it.
We did a couple of rounds of that too.
It was a good time.
It was good.
Yeah. I know.
But see,
I'm sure just made people think that night, and that is always my goal. Is introduce somebody to a different way of thinking, change their day, change their mind a little, and I think we both succeeded at that night, and
we got the people in the crack room going crazy when that show gone on.
Yeah,
I remember.
They really loved it.
They go on.
They really
crazy.
loved it.
You got this. I don't hear any noise anyway.
Well, yeah, everybody likes a contest first of all, and then everybody likes.
Can we fill in my daughter what the contest was about? Like what we did actually.
Yeah. Explain it, Seth.
Explain it to her,
Seth.
Yeah.
All right, Siani, this is what we did. We had on New Year's, I believe it was New Year's.
Yeah.
We had a spoken word battle. Like I battled Chuck, and we had different rounds where Uncle Podcast gave us different subject matters, and we battled each other on the line. And I don't know. I got a feeling that we need to do a rematch because I don't know.
That sounds pretty cool.
Oh, well, we could do another one if you want on New Year's. We'll do another one on New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's. Yeah, we could do another. Actually, it wouldn't be bad. We got so much time on the New Year's show that to set a chunk aside for just spoken word whatever would be great because we've got 4 hours every New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's is 4 hours on that. Yeah. So it'd take a good 2 or more.
I enjoyed it. It was good.
2 or more hours just to play the game. So
yeah, I think
it does kill the time.
Yeah, it worked out good last time.
Uncle.
Yeah.
Uncle.
What?
Uncle.
Yeah. What?
I got a question off the subject. I don't know where this came from, but how do you feel about the vaccine?
Ooh, controversy.
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Here we go.
Nah, yeah.
Where you at on that, Uncle?
Yeah, let's go.
I seem like it should have some amount on it for the people that are really ill. Should know that it's possible to have a shot or 2 is fine. Shot or 2 is fine.
Just 1 or 2 maybe, but don't go over that.
Don't go over the second one because of the things. But they also have, though, is the boosters now and the flu shot. Now, that too have been always coming.
Yeah, they've always had that.
They've had them. But
I got a question. What does my daughter think about it?
Oh, how old did she
You want to know what I think about the vaccine?
Yeah, what is it?
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of made it pretty fast for us to have get this vaccine in like a couple of months, but I feel as though you pray on it, get the vaccine because they require it. Like they require it for me to go to school. I can't go to school if I don't have the vaccine. So I'm like, you do what you gotta do. You pray on it and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Good point. That
is a good point.
I agree.
Yeah, that's where you come down on it generally, Seth? Is that your point of view?
I suppose it probably is. Right? Sid? Laughing at. Somebody's laughing.
I'll put it in God's hands and I get it. If I have to, I haven't got it yet. Just to be honest, on the line, I haven't got it yet.
You haven't got it yet? Oh.
But,
yeah.
If I had to, I would. I really would. If I had to, like if it required for my employment, I would get it.
Well, that came to him.
I'm not saying I don't.
No, what that came to hand, it pulled the people that haven't had it, that are sort of complaining sort of about it, that they got to have it because now it's a rule with the president. You have it, or you don't go to work, or you don't go to school.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wouldn't go against authorities. Like, to be honest, like if it's a mandate, I will go with it.
Well,
like I'm all about it. If it's a mandate, I'm all about it.
Well,
like,
it is now.
With you guys right now.
Yeah, it is now.
So I'm all about it. I guess I'll be getting 2 shots of my arm then.
Yeah.
Yeah. My stance on it is if people don't want to get it, they should be allowed not to get it. If people do want to get it, they should be allowed to get it.
The problem is, though, eliminating the people that pass away on it. Now, we've had people here that passed away on it. I understand.
Yes.
I mean, but
they're saying, and it's over the same thing. Like, it's kind of like it's saying a lot of, sometimes in youth, it was saying it was causing this. I'm just sharing with you guys what I've researched.
Oh.
That it's caused like heart issues, and a lot of like youth has been passing away from it. It's like kind of like a pattern, so I don't know. I just wanted to get you guys like feedback on it,
Seeing something like that, I can understand that. For a person like myself, they had it at the hospital that they did that, but I'm sure they know that if somebody like myself is a diabetic person or something like that, know what they have to do.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's too sure about anything. Is where I'm coming from. But that's just kind of the par for the course in this world.
You have the itch problem. That's a completely different story.
Could be.
I'm doing. I'm just.
I got that itch
I'm
problem.
good.
Seth, yeah, I think Seth and I believe I share that, but I don't think we need to get into that. Seth, why don't we change the topic a bit, because this is a tough one, I got to say. Not that I don't enjoy it, but why don't we talk a bit, because you have a couple of songs out on YouTube and elsewhere.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about that real quick?
I have 2 songs out right now. I have one that's called A New Place, and I have one that's called Committed. It's on iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube, iTunes, a couple other platforms. And these songs I released probably about a couple months ago. And to me, the best part about it is I'm learning that my music isn't about me. Like, it's about just encouraging others. Like, the song A New Place is talking about at one point in our life, we all get to a new place where we go to that next level in our life. You know, like, kind of like how you get a new job or you get into a new school and you have to embrace where you're at to go to the next level. Right. And then I have another song called Committed by Sef the Poet. And that one speaks about, if you really have things, then you got to go get it, but you got to stay committed. Like, a lot of things in our life, we got to stay committed to them to see them through. Because think about it, how many times in life we could get comfortable, not comfortable being in the same spot. But I believe if you get uncomfortable, that's when the growth starts. Like, growing is never comfortable. So when you go into the next level in your life, you're moving on to something new, a new job, a new year in school, you know, the next step in the job, the next step in the career. It's going to take uncomfort, but you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And then when you get to the next level, that's when you become comfortable. So I got 2 songs out right now. One is called A New Place, and one is called Committed. And then on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, and YouTube, and all platforms, to be honest. So, yeah, I've just been doing music. I've been going out and sharing, like, positivity, like helping others, you know, wherever there's a need, I just try to be there, you know. And I believe, like, to be honest, like, life is short, and a lot of us get chances to make a difference in someone's life. So we could do it. Why not do it? Like, I chose this year to be a year of the yes, like, where I said yes to literally everything. Uncle and Aaron, I'm talking like positions at work I said yes to. Things in life I didn't do before I said yes to. Music I said yes to. Poetry I said yes to. And we all get to a point where we just have to say yes to everything. Is it comfortable? No. But is it growing me? Yes. Is it taking me to another level in my life? Yes. So sometimes in life we just need to say yes to everything, even when it doesn't seem right. Still say yes.
See? What do you think, Uncle? Say yes? You saying yes over here?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yes. You just said it.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that worked out there, Seth. You convinced us.
Yeah. I'm convinced. But are you?
Me?
You gotta be convinced.
Is it okay if I come up here with a maybe? Can I do that right now, or is that the faux pas? Is that a no? I can't do that.
They're trying to teach you something.
That's an in between.
Nothing in between.
Not in between.
Teach you.
Okay,
this is what he's trying to teach you.
I
understand you.
You know what the 80-20 is? You know what the 80-20 is, right?
I don't think so. What is that?
20.
You want me to explain the 80-20?
Please do.
Yeah, good.
I'm going to explain to you the 80-20. This is the 80-20. There's things in life sometimes, like say you get a position at a job, you get a new position, or you go to a new grade in school. You have an 80 and a 20. Now, 80% means, like, say you get a position at a job. You take that position, okay, that's your 80. But that position, maybe your boss is hard on you and giving you a rough time. That's your 20%, right? It's all about how much you put the time into your 80% that makes it 100. Because you can focus on the boss being hard on you and the job being difficult, or you could focus on you having that new position and growing into that new position, which is the 80. So if you keep your eyes on the 80, you'll take your eyes off the 20, and then you'll be able to go 100%, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to what
Think about it in school. Like, think about, you go to a next grade in school. Like, you go to a next subject, and that subject is difficult. And you're like, oh, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. But you get an opportunity, you know, to have a tutor. You learn it. You look at it from a different perspective, and then you start to progress. You know, the next quiz you get a 90. The next quiz you get 100. And your grade jumps up because you're looking at the 80 perspective, not the 20. Because the 20 could be, okay, it was a little bit difficult. Or you look at the 80 like, okay, I'm in this position. So I have everything it takes to get to the next level. So it's kind of like that's how I look at things. It's kind of like an 80-20. Like with my music, I get an opportunity to do music. That's my 80. It's about, I don't think about how many people it's going to touch. I just think about doing it because it's not about me. Life is short. I can go to sleep and not wake up tomorrow. But what I did now, it impresses on somebody else's life so they can get to the next level. You know?
Yeah.
So that's all it is. 80-20. Yeah. 80-20. Keep your eyes on the 80 and not the 20, and you'll get to 100.
That's good.
Is that too much, Uncle, right now? Or?
No, I understand it. I'm trying to get Sidekick to understand this.
I'm
trying to get you to understand
it.
No, because I understand what you're doing.
I'm getting up to speed here. I'm trying to get up to speed.
I know what you're saying.
These are all new concepts to me. I'm trying to understand it, so I'm taking.
Is the caller from New Jersey still on?
Yeah.
Caller, I heard a school reference. That's pertinent to the caller, isn't it?
Yes, I'm still here.
Oh. Did the bit that your father is saying about school, did that ring true to you?
True.
Do you have any thoughts about that one?
Yes. The 80-20 in school, because it's going to be hard, but it's going to have a good outcome.
I got to say, though, those college, they really do keep you busy.
Oh, yeah, college courses? Oh, yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it's
especially full-time.
Yeah.
What are you studying there at Rutgers, there, Anicia?
What are you studying?
I'm studying biology.
That's right.
And my plan is to go to med school.
Okay.
Oh.
How's it been so far? How are you feeling just about biology generally? Interesting?
Is it?
The courses that I'm taking right now, I'm taking like organic chemistry, which I really like. And I'm taking physics, which I don't like because physics is like science and math. So mixing both is very difficult. But organic chemistry is usually hard for people, but it's been pretty easy for me because I have like a great professor. And then I'm also learning like other like classes too, but it's like sociology and like research classes, so they're not as difficult.
What kind of doctor do you hope to aspire to here?
I'm not actually sure yet because it's so broad and they have so many different kinds of doctors. I was leaning towards cardiology, but I'm not actually sure yet because like I haven't found like this is what I want to do, like, you know, for the rest of my life. I just figured I'll just explore and then be like, okay, this is the one.
Very good. Yeah, that's a big decision there. Yeah,
okay,
cardiology obviously important, always in demand, as is most medical field. Very important one. So yeah, it's exciting. It's very cool. Rutgers again.
Yeah.
Cool place. Well, what do you have to say about Rutgers? Do you have any thoughts just on the university?
Oh yeah, Dave?
Rutgers is I feel like it's a very good school. It's very diverse. So I like that about being here. You meet people from all different parts of the world, basically, because there's a lot of like international students and students that live in like come from other states to Jersey just to go to school. So I really like that part about it.
That is cool.
And they have like a lot of like activities as well.
It's the opportunity of the people talking are different people, like all around the world want to hear to speak, talk to, and I can see that.
That's always good. It's always good to get a different perspective, meet somebody different. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Seth, I heard you there. What's up?
What's up?
What was that?
Oh, I thought I heard you want to chime in there and had something to say. I thought.
I didn't hear him.
No, I was just listening. I was just listening to my daughter, like because to be honest, in life, like diversity gives you a different aspect. Like you're able to, speak on broad horizons. Like I look at it kind of like my music when I go back to my music, and I actually did my first funeral. I actually did a eulogy at a funeral, and it was a life-changing experience.
Oh,
I've never done a eulogy at a funeral, and I had to humble myself. I had to humble myself, and it actually, I grew a lot, I would say, from, the last time that we all spoke, because last time that we spoke, it was a lot about, the origin of Sef the Poet, like what's your goals, like what's your life mission, what's your world mission. But now I look at it like, to be honest, every day we get up, we get a life mission based on wherever we go. Like our workplace could be our life mission. The grocery store could be our life mission. School could be our life mission. So a lot of times we get to speak into other people's lives. We can really impact them if we just take ourselves out of the way. So I'm learning how to live life more for others. Like right now, like my relationship with my daughter, like I put a lot of things first now in life that I didn't put first before. When it's like now I look at it like my communication and just speaking life into others, it can change their perspective on things and vice versa. So
Seth, I was curious.
I'm excited.
Seth, I was curious about something. Were you the minister at the funeral, or were you simply delivering the eulogy? Because slightly different role. I
was actually when I got there, I was on the program as a pastor, and I've been told this years ago. Like I just graduated college with my bachelor's degree in theology, and I was put on the program as a pastor, but it was kind of like I was the minister and I was literally in charge of everything. And I believe like everything I was given, I already had. Like I was looking around for someone else to do it. When a lot of times I'm believing in life, when we look around, we're the ones that are called to make the difference in someone else's life. Yes. Yeah, I did the minister and I did the pastor. I did everything for that event.
No, I understand because I've served in this capacity as well. And it's an interesting thing that a lot of people don't necessarily understand. See, reading a eulogy, sometimes people get pulled, let their son read about them or speak about them or this thing.
Yeah.
And it's different when you're actually serving as a minister. And it's not about the person they lost. It's about the people that remain. And it's about giving them the strength to transition beyond that day.
Yeah.
And that's one of those things that, but I totally, absolutely, just from my limited interactions with you, could picture you serving in exactly that role. And that's what you're doing, is just serving others in that role. So, no, that's excellent. I was just curious if you had done the whole thing or just the eulogy, because there's a difference.
I actually did the whole thing, and the best part about it, like I spoke to my daughter before I left to go to do it, and it was, I would say in my life, it was one of the most difficult. I wouldn't say difficult. It was one of the most challenging things I had to do, because I had to completely move myself out of the way and know that I was speaking to the living. Like, a lot of times, we would think like a funeral is about the deceased, but it's about the living. Right. It's about like kind of how you just said. It's about how we move on and how we transition. And if I could say anything today, it's about every day, to be honest, is like a blank sheet. Like life to me can be a blank sheet. You get a blank sheet, and what you write on that blank sheet you can change your whole life based on what you write on that blank sheet for that day. Because you can fill it with so many things, but over time, you start to progress. And the things that may be difficult become easy over time. Because a lot of time, I'm learning, a lot of things are difficult. It's because we make them difficult. But if we really like kind of step back and change the way that we view things, I'm not saying in every aspect. Some things are definitely difficult, you know, but if we step back and really look at things from a different point of view, we're able to move through it. You know, like the vaccine. It's the vaccine. If we have to get it, if I have to get it, I'll get it. But if it's my choice, I'm just like, it just happened too quick. It was fast, but I can't go against authorities because that's me going against my belief system. I have to respect my authorities, you know? So if it's meant that Sef the Poet has to get it, I'm right there in line getting a Pfizer, whatever I need to get to move forward in life. You know, because that's what it's about. It's about moving forward, transitioning from 2020.
The visor, I'm gonna say though, the visor isn't so bad if you go that direction, because I got the visor. It hurts a little. You'll feel a little bit of it, but then after a couple days, it'll go away.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, so back to the vaccine.
I'd have to work this.
But that's how life can be, right? That's how life can be, right? Sometimes things can be hard, but after a couple of days, they go away.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. What
I
you're saying.
I don't think anybody agree with me, so I'm not.
No, I agree with that because it's experiencing that. To me, I was experienced to that, what you were just saying, Seb. I understand it. I understand all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just that trying to help someone is what I'm trying to do.
You gotta let people do what they're gonna do. That's what it comes down to. Like, people have to, and I mean, you can't force anybody to do anything.
That's not what I'm saying.
You can't change somebody's mind for them. You can't make them do this or that. So, any efforts to force somebody to like into anything isn't ever gonna work at all. No, as far as I'm concerned.
They have to want to.
Yeah,
the word is they want to.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. And when I was with the Knights. When I'm with the Knights, I had a few funerals. What you were saying, I had to stand by the casket. I was over there. I had to walk up by the casket.
Sure.
Turn to the left.
Pallbearer.
A pallbearer.
Got it.
That one. I was doing that, but with the sword and then walking down and standing there. So when some people came up to see whoever passed away, I did a few of them.
Seth, are you aware of Uncle's Knights of Columbus work? Have we been over that with you? Have we talked about that with you?
I think we have.
No, I know a little bit about, but I never known that he did work with them.
Yeah, I worked with him. I'm sorry. Well, with this virus that come around, we haven't been in the meetings lately because of this virus thing.
Yeah.
But we did have phone conversations on meetings.
Yeah, a lot going on. I mean, there's so much with the Knights of Columbus. For one thing, it's the Catholic organization. There's the good works and, the charity. But also, being in the Knights of Columbus, found Uncle walking down the street and pulled over by the police for walking down the street with a sword.
That one.
So I know.
You're back to that one. That was the one in Orange. I know where he's going with that one. No, I was going to a practice to do a sword fight. To the bus, to get on the bus and go into the sword at the church.
Yeah, because you need it for your practice or for your little ritual or whatever. You need your sword and your uniform. It's part of your uniform.
Part of uniform.
Got it.
Oh yeah, I know why you're coming to this. And then when I came up to the policeman say, "Hang it down! Wait! Don't touch that! And I think I was going to carry a gun in my hand or something, or a sword about ready to go, or something. And I said, no, this is part of the uniform. And I'm trying to tell the guy this was part of the uniform.
So Uncle had to talk himself out of a sticky situation, as you might
I got
imagine.
out of it. But it was. I don't know, was it going or was it coming back?
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it was going or coming back, but it was at that time. It was a Saturday.
Saturday, yeah.
It was
in the city of Orange.
City of Orange.
You're walking to the bus.
Right. That was it.
You're walking to the bus.
It must have been.
And you're going to take the bus to Crystal Cathedral.
That's
for
where
for your Knights of Columbus practice.
That was the practice where we had
meeting.
for the practice thing.
So
these were the 4th degrees. So everybody had to wear the uniform, of course, with the sword. Then as a man comes up, the police, and then after the police said, "Oh no, I'm sorry, with all this going on," well, and you would be embarrassed.
So he just seen a sword.
Yeah, and I was with the hat on the head, on my head, and all this stuff.
Oh, you were wearing your hat at the time? Were you wearing the hat?
No, I had it in my case.
It's a wild looking hat.
Yeah, wild looking hat.
It's quite the. It's quite the hat. It has a feather in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a captain's hat, like a pirate hat or something
like
almost,
a pirate
or like
hat.
Captain Crunch hat turned to the side.
But now you know what they're saying that people are upset about. They want to change it to a marina hat where nobody has a hat like that, but they want to get rid of
big
that.
Controversy over the Knights of Columbus hat. Should it be changed? Should it stay traditional?
Right.
I don't know.
That's what they're.
It's unique. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything quite like it.
I'm not about getting one of those things if I go into service.
Yeah. It kind of looks like you're in the service. Yeah. So, but you know how things go here, Seth. We're sword enthusiasts. So, of course, Uncle walking down the street with his sword. That's just kind of.
I want to show my daughter the sword shop next time she comes to California.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Go show that.
Pure Blades.
Hey, do you have some of our cards?
Does Seth have cards?
Yeah.
Seth, have I given you business cards, the little cards with the Uncle the Podcast logo and the information on it?
Yes.
Oh,
okay, cool. There we go.
You do have some. Okay.
Good.
Well, if you get a chance to send and you do go to that sword shop, just if you see the manager,
I think
hand him one.
We all need to go in there. Uncle, Seth, myself, and we need to be like, look, we're going to do a full-on production.
Well, I was dying to get in there, but the problem is we cannot get to the manager. And you know how that gone.
It's been an odd year and a half, 2 years. I feel like it's starting to die down where we can walk back in there. It's almost like normal life again, and we can just propose bizarre ideas to. And it seems an apropos setting for strange ideas. A sword shop. It seems like they kind of.
I think they go with it though, but I think they will because they were interested in my environment on this. On the show,
but Seth, what do you say? You could do a performance. Maybe you could sing one of your songs. Maybe some other interesting stuff, and then we could do a live podcast too. That would work, wouldn't it?
It would work.
I agree.
To put together that way, well, how do we do that?
I don't know. I go in there, Uncle. I haven't been there in a long time. I feel bad. I need to get back to Pure Blades. I feel terrible.
Well,
it's not right.
Yeah, well, we have to go.
You know, I'm excited that my daughter's on the line tonight.
Oh,
indeed.
Yeah.
Is she still on?
You there?
Yes, Dad. It's almost 12 a.m. here. I'm hanging on.
12.
Yeah, it's a late night there. My gosh.
Well, you know, my hour's 8. I'm ahead of him. You know, his is at 7, and I don't know. Eastern time, wasted time, and it's confusing, but
East Coast, Uncle. It's
Coast.
Yeah, that time difference, Uncle.
That
it's
time
rough.
difference,
it's rough.
It's rough on the other people on that side.
I have a question for the father and daughter here. Do you find it difficult just to like stay in touch with a regular phone call because of that 3-hour time difference? Does that ever trip you up at all?
Do they?
Me, not really, because he usually calls like in the morning, like early in the morning, you guys' time. So he'll call like around like 6 a.m., which would be like 9 a.m. here. So by then I'm like up. So he doesn't call me. Like sometimes when he calls me really late, I'll be looking like, "Oh no, Dad, this is too late. I can't."
Yeah, but sometimes I have a issue when it's like 9, and I'm like, "Why am I calling her?" And it's like midnight. She's not gonna be up.
Well,
So
if you call,
I think it's the best. Like she said, I call during the day. Like,
Yeah, I have that same problem. My family's out there too.
we
It's tough.
FaceTime a lot. So it's like when we FaceTime during the day. So I try to be respectable because I know she's in school, and I try to do it around, always before like 6 p.m. Like before it's too late during the day. So it actually works for the both of us.
What would it be for? Like if he'd call it for?
What would the difference in time be?
Different time. Now, that's what gets me confused.
So if Sef were to call at 4 p.m. here in California, the time would be 7 p.m. in New Jersey.
Well, that'd be early in the morning. That'd be
What
I'm trying to do
begin
is,
on into the evening.
Why not get into the evening? How would when she is at school, but when she's out of school and gone home, what is that time?
Well,
so she can call, or he can call, or her can call.
I don't know. It's always hard because she's always in class. So when I call her, she's in class. So I try to do it early during the day.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to plan it out. Like I know how it is. Like I said, my family's in Pennsylvania, so I got to call back there, and it's like I'll find myself like, oh, I'm gonna call my mom now. And it's like, well, wait a minute, I have dinner. I can't call right now. I gotta, like that's always happening. So it's just it's just
you
one
have
of those
to
things.
time it right. That's the point.
You do
with these 3 hours, then different
and then
hours.
she'll FaceTime me, and I'll be at work. So I just always make sure that I'm available.
Right.
Like for the most part, I know it's not 100% of the time, but about 40% of the time, I'll make sure that I answer the FaceTime when I'm at work. But you know how it is at Lowe's. Like, I just think it's good that usually when I get off, like she's like winding down her day, so we get a chance to talk for like an hour or so before we both, start to shut our day down. Right, Siani?
Yes, we kind of have like a schedule almost. Well, we try, but sometimes I be doing a lot of things like school and work, and then my dad would be calling. I'd have to text him really quick, like, Dad, I'm in class with Dad. I'm working, and then hopefully he's on break by the time I call back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's relatable, isn't it, Uncle? Like, that's similar to, like, having guests on the show. You never know what time zone. They could be across the world.
That's why my show is the best show around. When everybody is home, that goes on to a certain hour for everybody a chance to call.
Indeed.
And that's why I did it this way.
That's why we did that.
Well, that was the reason. I wanted everybody that are interested in listening to me talk on my favorite hour, and it'd be for the New Revolution show that everybody's ready to hear. I mean, I know everybody is working and going to school. I understand that. And that is not the time to plan at night in that time.
Indeed. Now, we have an idea. Actually, Chuck is floating this idea, which I like. What about Siani?
Go Siani.
Perhaps, I don't know if you do any poetry, but do you do poetry? And if so, could you maybe do one off the fly like your father does? Is that possible?
My dad has that talent. I haven't tried to do poetry.
She raps, Sarah.
Really?
No, Dad. I don't know how to
raps real
freestyle
good.
my dad.
She can write, though.
Don't be bashful. There's no need.
I know she can write if
she
she...
can write and share. She can write and share, like, on the next show, but it takes a while. I think it's different. Like, I do it spontaneous, and she'll take a subject matter and write on it, and she'll be able to share, like, on the next show. But it wouldn't be like, all right, we're going to put on a beat, or we're going to, like, beatbox and do it. Like, yeah.
My dad has always been able to, like, freestyle, because I remember when I was very young, and he would just have, like, the instrumental on, and then he'll just be rapping just all day, and I'll be like, yeah, Dad, not even understanding. What are you talking about? But yeah, he's always been able to do that.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, what about any others?
I think on New Year's Revolution show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the time when everybody can have a shot at talking. I throw it out to that hour because everybody's home, or if the people are home, if they're not drinking, of course. But they can be drinking at home.
Yeah, so mark the calendar. Yeah, so Siani, we do a New Year's Eve show. Mark the calendar. Feel free to call back in that night. We like to hear from everybody then. It's like a party atmosphere.
Just like he's saying.
Where we try to get everybody, even that was a guest on the show, back, and any callers that call in, we encourage. So New Year's Eve, just remember the Uncle Show will be on, and
I'll be on.
Feel free to hop in and say hello.
Yeah,
it'd be cool.
Okay, yes, that sounds pretty cool.
It's a good time. It's a fun time.
Yeah, it is, because I try to find out who the guests are. And I got to tell you, one year about this baby. I'm still hooked up with this baby thing.
No,
I go crazy talking to these people that are on there, and this baby comes on, and all this kind of talk. I mean,
it was weird. It was weird when the baby showed up. No doubt about it. It was didn't know quite what to think. We still don't. Still leaving us mystified to this day.
Trying to figure it out myself from that time when it first started.
But what about the elder poet here, Sef the Poet? Would it be too much to ask if you do a spoken word?
Oh yeah.
Maybe by yourself, and perhaps what about this idea? If Uncle again just comes up with a concept, and you just kind of roll off that. Is that a good idea?
Is Chuck on the line?
Chuck, you there?
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Sure.
I don't know. I like sticking with Chuck. I like sticking on.
Yeah. Wow.
You want to do the same familiar format where one person does one and then one person does another, maybe just with one topic, real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, look, whatever Uncle wants, that's what I'll do.
We can do that. You want to do one?
That's it.
You up for this?
I'll follow whatever Uncle wants.
Okay. Let's see here. I know I must have a timer around here somewhere. So we can, Uncle, basically what you'll do is just come up with a topic, and we'll have Sef rap, and then we'll have Chuck rap, and then that'll be that.
Okay.
So what do you got, Uncle? What should they be rapping about right now?
We gonna flip a coin who goes first, or?
You want to?
Looking for a coin. I'm trying to think of something that randomizes things. Uncle, who do you think should go first?
Let Chuck go first.
Chuck will go first.
I want to hear.
What are they rapping about? What's it going to be?
Think of these now.
Even just a word. What's an interesting thing that caught your eye today, Uncle? What caught your eye? What was interesting to you in your day today?
A TV shown on ball throwing contest.
All right, TV shown on ball throwing contest. That's the topic?
That's the topic.
Chuck, you're up.
You're up.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. I guess I could throw a ball, I could bounce it off the wall, and I could think about the call of every single idea that emerges, and everything that rings, insurges, and insurgent. Woe to those who think that ideas cannot create new realities, because all that has to be must come to the synchronicity that is the creation, that is the relation, that is the circulation. Every single idea bouncing like that ball off the wall, into the call, into the hall, and down all the way through every single hall. You know, it's one of those things that continues to roll and call back every single thing that you ever did do. Is it written in the book of life? Is this true? I don't know. These are things just bouncing around in the hall, off the wall, in my mind with that ball.
Okay. That's a minute. That's a minute. We got a minute there. Good. Yeah. Okay. Good job, Chuck. All right. There we go. Now it's on Sef the Poet, I guess. Now.
Sef the Poet. How about the tree droppers?
Oh, okay. We'll do a different topic. I like that. Topic because that throws you off. It's a brand new thing. Tree droppers.
Tree droppers.
Okay, Seth, you got tree droppers. You ready?
Ready?
Tree droppers. Here we go.
Tree droppers?
Yeah. Go
okay. It's a new morning. It's a new morning. Before I'm yawning, PM to AM. The tree droppings can be due off the mountain, but I knew. That means I'm new because I flew on the other side of the mountain. See, because the tree dropped, but the tree already stand because it was rooted in the ground. So now I know where I'm rooted. That's where I'm found. So in that new place, that's where I'm mound. I mean, I stand up. I'm a man up, so I got to man up. See, if the tree drops, I mean, the tree never landed. The tree just stands because the tree never standed. On that beach upon the water, that's where I stand on this mic on this phone with my daughter. But now I sit and I drink and I sip like it's water. But then I flip it on the tree that dropped and it's like a quarter. But now I stand because my footsteps are ordered. See, the tree never dropped because the tree is planted in Christ.
Okay, that's a minute. That's a minute there. Okay, good. And I think we'll just let those be that. There's no judgment. It's
no
just
judgment
a couple
on
of
that.
nice, good.
That was a good one.
Some good rhymes.
Some
from
good rhymes.
People.
Yeah.
And we're getting toward the end of the show, so I think we're going to start wrapping things up. We'd like to have people
Chuck.
Yes, sir.
That book of life, that was fire right there. I like that.
Hey, I love what you did with it too. Different direction.
I like that. You said things stick out. Like I'm just giving you props. Like I like when things stick. I like people that take words and they bring them to life. You said the book of life. And we know what the book of life is. We know our name is in the Lamb's book of life.
My name's
so that
in
was
it
that
too.
was good. That was real good. That was real good. Your name's in it too, Uncle.
Yeah, I know. John.
And a sidekick.
John is. John is.
There we go. Yeah.
Boys, we got apostles are most. They had 12 apostles. You know this, Seb. 12 apostles, and the most one. When did you say one that Jesus was really talking to? Would you know? Would you know, Zeb?
Of the apostles?
Of the apostles.
The apostles that they talked to?
Yeah. Who do you think was the most one that he really talked to? Do you know?
Peter.
Peter the most?
Peter.
It was?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Uncle. So there it is. Yeah, but we're getting toward the end of the show, so I think what we need to do is give shout-outs. So let's go to Siani first.
Siani,
in
you
Jersey.
can join a shout-out.
First of all, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for being on shows.
And, yeah, why don't you shout out to anybody that might be out there that you'd like to say hello to?
Yeah.
That's in California or that's in New Jersey?
This is worldwide, anywhere.
Anywhere you want to go to.
Worldwide, anywhere in New Jersey, anybody you want to give a shout out to.
Okay, I want to give a shout out to my mom that's in Jersey. Her name is Maisha. Shout out to her.
All right. Great. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah,
this is
thank
great.
you for
It's great to
coming
talk
on
to
the
you here,
show.
Siani. So thank
Yeah,
you for being here.
Yeah.
And yeah, remember New Year's Eve. And
But
maybe
New
we'll talk
Year's
to you
Eve,
then,
you
or-
can talk then, too.
Okay, and I will invite my friends too.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, please do. Yeah,
Please,
that'd be
yeah.
great. That would be great.
You can bring them over.
All are welcome.
Oh, welcome to come on my show. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Okay.
take care.
Okay, take care.
Okay.
Thank you for having me, guys. Have a nice night, everyone.
Good evening.
Evening.
Okay, and then we have Sef the Poet.
Sef the Poet. Now,
Who would you
it's
like to shout out
shout
to?
out to?
I want to give a shout out to my daughter over in New Jersey, over in Camden, Rutgers, Camden. I want to give a shout out to my brother Sal Vance up in Hollywood, and give a shout out to all the listeners. You know, for Uncle in the podcast. I want to give a shout out. You know, just if you on any social media, iTunes, iCloud, iHeartRadio, check out Sef the Poet, Committed in a New Place. That's my shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, check it out. I will put links to Sef's stuff, the YouTube and all that. There will be links on the post for this show, for sure.
In the live chat room at Ocelli.com, I did post New Place, the video on YouTube. As it stands, it looks a little, the capture from it is some buildings in an odd color. And that's the video, looks like, from that song from Sef the Poet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I recognize, yeah. So it's there in the Ocelli chat room. So yeah, what about you, Uncle? You got a quick shout out you want to give?
To the Blades. I want to talk to the Blade people.
Yeah.
Shout out to you guys again.
Yeah.
And the Beef people.
Beef people. Yeah, Blade people, beef people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just let's see here. I'll shout out to just everybody on the East Coast, like family, everybody out there. Miss you all. That time difference. Yeah, so it's everybody out there and everybody that's dealing with the aftermath of the hurricane there. Crazy flooding and all that. We hope you're okay. So yeah, I don't know. This is Uncle the Podcast, our guest, Sef the Poet. Sef, man, it's great. It's always great having you here. Thanks for coming back, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the invite back. Like I definitely enjoyed it, and the blessing was, you know, just having my daughter on and just being on with you guys, you know, because it's always inspiring to me, you know, just to be a better version of myself.
Indeed. All right, so we will talk to you again. We'll definitely have you back on the show.
We'll be back on the show. Yeah. Oh, how's your show coming along? The Main to Tune thing, man.
Name that tune.
Lately, I haven't heard much.
Yeah, somebody guessed the last one, so I did an easy one. We got another one coming up in a few posts on Instagram, and of course, we're at Uncle Podcast on Instagram. Sef, did you give your Instagram out?
I think you did.
Oh, and my Instagram is Sef the Poet, SEFTHEPOET, and Facebook SEFTHEPOET, Sef the Poet.
Cool. Okay, good. So follow Sef the Poet, follow Uncle Podcast. That's at Uncle Podcast. Instagram,
Really quick,
Twitter.
If you search YouTube and you put Sef the Poet topic, you will come across those videos for those songs, by the way.
Yeah,
So,
it's a good way to do it. Good way to do it. That's the way I did it. Worked for me. So yeah. And again, they'll be linked on the post for this show at unclethepodcast.com. And yeah, we're every Friday, but next Friday we will be taking the week off.
We'll be off next Friday because Chuck there needs some time, and I agreed that I need to take some time off. So
indeed. But we'll be back the following week. Everything will be good. Yeah. And Uncle, why don't you bring us home? It's a show.
There's our show. 241 is gone. Bye-bye. I didn't hear much banging in this crack room.